So this is a story of when I overcame stranger danger and ran away from a builder. It is not what it sounds like. Hey there, how's it going? It's MiffedLuke here, my name is Luke, and this is about the time when I was 1 minute away from college, and I still needed to get help from strangers because I got lost. At the age of 18, after 6 months of college, you would probably know your way there and back. Yeah, well, I didn't. And as a result, I got completely lost and ended up having to get help from strangers. Yes, getting help from strangers. So, the fact that they are a stranger means that this is a person I don't know at all. I need to talk to the stranger and they need to be able to answer me. Simple, right? Well, maybe not so much. Let's break it down a little bit. Can I explain what I need? Can they understand me? Do they even know the answer? And if so, can I understand the answer and then remember it? Can you see where there might be a minefield of difficulties here for someone with a social communication disorder like autism? And that's just the social side. For those of us whose mental processing speed is only just above 0.01 to be precise, this is a whole lot of information to convey and to process and to understand. If someone says, "Oh yes, it's just right at the end of the road, then left for 100 yards, then over a roundabout," not that roundabout, this roundabout. Take a half left again, past the petrol station and then turn right. I'll be all like, what? It was half term and I was helping my friend practice coaching for his sports science course. He has special needs too, but he could travel independently on trains, buses, things like that. Me, on the other hand, I really can't travel independently. Like at all. I was going to be late because of the traffic, which was really bad on the day. And I don't just mean a little bit late. I mean latey late. When Mum asked me if I knew the way to college from here, I was straight in there with a yup. I always think my parents worry too much that I can't travel independently at all. I still do today. So I got out of the car with my mum making sure that I definitely knew the way. Pointed in the direction saying, "It's up there, it's up there." And I was all like, "Yes, it's fine, it's fine." After all, I was less than a minute away from college, so I walked up the road full of confidence towards college, and then I took a wrong turn. I guess you could say I took a turn for the worse, which I didn't realise at the time. And I walked, and there was no college. So I walked a bit more, and there was still no college. I should have been at college by now. There was a building site with lots of builders on it, but that wasn't college. I even found myself on the building site. Thank goodness I could backtrack my way out again. By this time, I was literally jogging and running up and down, but I just found myself back to where I started, completely out of breath. And there were a load of strangers around digging up the road. Actually, I think they were the reasons why we were stuck in traffic in the first place. Thank you, builders. I guess I could have looked at maps on my phone, but I can't read maps too well. It was on my mind to call Mum as well, but I figured that she would still be stuck in traffic. So I decided to solve the problem myself. You know, independently. I decided to get help from a stranger. Strangers. By the age of 18, I had been in special needs education for nearly my whole life. Do you know what they teach you a lot about in special needs education? Stranger danger! Well, I assume they teach you a lot about it in mainstream education as well. Strangers may be dangerous. Strangers may be untrustworthy. Strangers may be mean to you. And here I was, having to approach a group of strangers for help. Does it matter that this group of strangers were builders? I can see how for some people, builders with their bricks and drills that look like chainsaws might be a bit of a scary sight. To me, it was just a group of people. I had to pick which one to ask for help. I looked around a little bit and I saw the first builder to approach. Am I allowed to say that he was a bit of an older guy? So I went to this older looking guy who was wearing more than just a vest and not showing his bum crap, from what I can see at least. Don't judge me, I had suddenly found myself in a vulnerable situation. I was trying to figure out the signs of a safe stranger at first glance. And you have to remember, processing all the information is a big task for me. First objective, achieved. Next objective, how to start the conversation and explain the help I was looking for. Should it go like, "Hey, how are you?" You know, to be polite. Should I get to the point fast? You know, to get their attention and not annoy them? Should I tell them a bit of a story to show them what a nice person I am? Will that be talking too much? it'd be talking too much. I believe in being polite. When I went to get my virus test, you know, that global virus, I told the testing lady that I was very pleased to meet her. She seemed rather surprised that anyone was pleased to see her. To be fair, I was only kind to her because I had absolutely no idea how to start the conversation. And you know what? We talked a lot. I actually rather enjoyed my test. Even though my eyes were watering after her shoving a medical stick straight up my nose. And regarding eye contact when talking to strangers, should I look straight at them, away in the distance, downwards even? When I approached the builder, I did the eye contact thing anyways. I got straight to the point. Fast. You know, not to waste their time or anything. When I speak, I often mix up my words. People don't know what I'm talking about. I would just look like a crazy man going out to them in the street. Who's the dangerous stranger now? Believe it or not, that was a big moment for me. For most of my life, I struggled to talk to the people I know really well, or even the ones who are in my class. My college mates banter away during lessons and I just can't follow it. If I can follow it, I can never find a gap in the conversation to make that excellent contribution that I spent the last 5 minutes coming up with. Honestly, I don't know whether to join them at break time or how to start a conversation or what games they even be playing just so we would have more in common. But then, how do you make a good friend when you struggle to take part in the social conversations? I am really working hard to prioritise those who make an effort with me. Anyway, returning to the story, first objective achieved of identifying a safe stranger. Objective 2 achieved of explaining the problem I needed help with to the stranger. Objective 3 of getting the answer I needed. Well, actually, no. The guy I chose, he did not know the answer. Which leads to another question. In a group of strangers, when the first person you ask doesn't know the answer, what's the polite or least embarrassing thing to do? Walk away and hope no one else notices? Go to the next person and explain all over again? Cry a bit? Buy a hammer? Well, in this case, I went through 1, 2 or 3 other builders who all just didn't know the answer. I eventually found the builders. Crack. He didn't have a crack though, or at least from what I can see. Even though he didn't know the answer to my question, he did at least go to the trouble of asking another builder who did actually know the answer. When the builder walked off to ask the other guy, I was just left standing there. Now, what do you do in the situation? Do you just stand there? I just stood there and watched. Not sure if I should have followed him. Anyway, the builder I asked waved me over and showed me the way to college. We walked and talked for a little bit. I can't exactly remember what we were talking about. I might have told him why I was at college as well during the half term. He made sure that I could see the college and then we shook hands goodbye. And now we get to the part on why I was running away from a builder. For which you could tell he was actually being very nice to me. Now, by this point, it was getting late. And I wanted to hurry. But I didn't want it to look like I was running away from this builder. I walked very calmly away, and then I started running when I was far enough away so it didn't look like I was running away from this guy. Objective 3 achieved. People are generally nice, and they want to help when they can. In this case, this builder helped me to get to college when I was lost. You never know, he might have even told his family about what he did. His kindness made a big difference. And this video was made 2 years ago. Well, except for the live action roleplays, most of the cartoon visuals, and some audio re-records. But other than that, it was 2 years ago. I guess there has been a lot of life going on. I graduated college, I got an English GCSE, I passed my arts course, and my other channel MiffedLuke has been keeping me busy as well. You can check that out if you want to. But you know what? I'm full-time on YouTube now, and MiffedLuke is becoming an active part of my timetable. I promise you, it won't take 2 years to make the next MiffedLuke. I have worked a lot on my independent skills since I recorded this video. I am now able to go to pubs on my own with my friends. I am able to travel in London with a friend of mine without having to worry about being around my parents. But this has taken a lot of work. This has taken a year of hard work, and I am nowhere near finished. But these are videos that you are going to see another time. DJ. And I also really want to thank a person called The Wannabe Furry. They occasionally send me fan art of MiffedLuke, and in their latest fan art for me, they included my MiffedLuke avatar. I guess this is technically the first ever MiffedLuke fan art as well, so I really want to thank them for that. But yeah, that's pretty much all for now. Thank you for watching, it's MiffedLuke here. My name is Luke, and I'm sure you are anyways, but just in case, be wise, be kind, Be respectful, but be respected. Goodbye.